Dr. A.R.ULPRAKASH, Assistant Professor, St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Cuddalore. Today we are going to discuss about the nerve impulse, synaptic transmission of impulses, and the types of neurotransmitters from animal physiology. What is a nerve impulse? It is very important the way nerve cells and communicate with one another. Nerve impulses are mostly electrical signal along the dendrites to produce nerve impulses or action potential. The action potential is also related to moving ions like potassium and sodium ions. It is depending upon the sodium-potassium pump. This is the picture showing about the nerve impulses from one axon terminal end to another dendrites through the signal pathway is carried out by axon to another neurons. There are three steps there followed. So this is also showing the impulse transmission along with three neurons like afferent neuron, interneurons and afferent neuron. The afferent neuron is created to synaptic knob through the axon end of the terminal, synaptic terminal end. It leads to join to interneuron. The interneuron is travel the signal through the way of axon to another afferent neuron. So you can clear the three types of neuron to travel the impulses from one to other, like afferent neuron, interneuron and afferent neuron. So basically the synapse is important to create transmission of neurons that like impulses transmitted from one neuron to another neuron, the postsynaptic neuron. Synapse is made up of three structures like a knob creating cleft, synaptic cleft and plasma membrane movement. It is also related to transmitter like a neurotransmitter bind to specific receptor molecules in the membranes of postsynaptic neurons, opening ions channels and thereby stimulating impulse conducting by the membranes. The picture showing the three types of synaptic movement like presynaptic cell, synaptic cleft and postsynaptic cell. There are 7 steps they followed. Action potential arrives at axon terminal, voltage gated, channels are opened, calcium plus enters the cells, signals to vesicles. Vesicles move to the membranes, docked vesicles release neurotransmitter by exocytosis. Neurotransmitters diffuses across the synaptic cleft and binds to receptors. So this is picture showing the synaptic transmission from one neuron to another neuron. What is a neurotransmitter? The chemical messengers that transmit a message from your nerve cells across the synapse to target cell. The target can be another nerve cells or muscle cell or gland cell. They are chemical made by the nerve cells specifically to transmit the messages. The chemical substances which is released at the end of nerve fibers by the arrival of a nerve impulse and by diffusing across the synapse or junctions affects the transfer of the impulse to another nerve fibers, a muscle fibers or some other structures. The classification of neurotransmitter is acetylcholine, biogenic amines, amino acids, neurotransmitter, nitric acid, peptide as a neurotransmitter, miscellaneous neurotransmitter. There are 7 steps or neurotransmitter to taking carrying of signal pathway like neurotransmitter are synthesized from precursor under the influence of enzymes stored in vesicles. Neurotransmitters are molecules that leak from the vesicles are destroyed by the enzymes. Action potential cause vesicles to fuse with the synapse and release neurotransmitter. Some of it binds with autotransmitters and inhibits subsequent neurotransmitter release. Rest of it bind to post-synaptic receptors. Released neurotransmitters are deactivated either by reuptake or enzyme degradation. So these are all the classified neurotransmitter like adrenaline, noradrenaline, dopamine, serotonin, kappa, acetylcholine, glutamine, endorphin. The specific functions also there. Thank you for watching.